White House Chief of Staff Susie Wiles based on 11 on-the-record interviews. And then Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt says he omitted quotes and context. Chief of Staff Wiles slammed it as a disingenuously framed hit piece, saying it lacked context, painted a chaotic, negative picture of the Trump White House. And now Chris Whipple says Vanity Fair will not release the full audio tapes of the interviews. Let's welcome to the show Texas Republican Congressman Beth Van Duyne. Congressman, great to see you. What do you make of this? If everything is okay, why won't they release the audio tapes?
That's a great question. They're not going to release the audio tapes because they know everything's not okay, because they know all they did was pick and choose statements that they could post together that would make it seem as if it was negative. And they know that if they release the audio tapes, that all of a sudden it's going to be a clear, balanced picture, and it's going to be very positive, very optimistic. The fact is that this woman is a workhorse. She's strategic, she's powerful, she's effective, she's a woman, she's a Republican, she's a conservative, and they hate it. So they're going to give whatever narrative, whatever negative piece that they can write about her is what they're going to do. And if anybody spends time, which I did because I was preparing for this interview, reading this drivel, it's like an hour of your time you're never going to get back in your life. They make these cartoon characters. They try fitting. There's the caddy. There is the enforcer. It's ridiculous, and it reads like a something that a middle school person would write just to get a good grade. It's pathetic. It's sad. But that is the media today. I cannot bring myself to call this guy a journalist.
You know, we just reported on the dangerous situation America was in before Trump took office. He inherited a really serious, chaotic mess from Joe Biden on national security, economic security, border security, you name it. Let's go through it. All right, so he's reported the Chief of Staff is quoted as describing President Trump as having a, quote, an alcoholic's personality, intense, obsessive, confident. For the record, he doesn't drink. That Vice President J.D. Vance is a conspiracy theorist, suggested it was, quote, sort of political, that he went from critic to loyalist. Criticized A.G. Pam Bondi for whiffing on the handling of the Epstein files, that Elon Musk is an avowed ketamine user, an odd duck. His actions sometimes left her, quote, aghast. She talked about internal clashes over tariffs, a dismantling of foreign aid, USAID, and that Trump is not a warmonger. He generally wants peace and to end wars, and that she tried to get him to move on from his score settling against political enemies, that it may look like retribution. So that was in the piece. But there's a lot of context also in quotes that were knocked out that is on the record in those 11 interviews on the audio tapes. Wouldn't you like to hear the rest of it?
I absolutely would, because I have seen this firsthand. I remember when my local newspaper was writing a story about us, and they gave us 52 questions to answer the night before they were going to do a hit piece on me. We spent hours and hours answering every one of them, and by the end of the night, we recognized the fact that they're not going to include any of this. They've already basically written a story. It's going to be a negative story. So do you know what we did? We posted all of the questions that they asked and all of our answers before the story was written. All of a sudden, they backed out and they said, oh, we're going to give it more time and we're going to do a more fair and balanced piece. I wish she had taped all of those interviews so that they could have released them. It's pathetic that we have to do this, but that's exactly what we're going to have to do in the future, because this is the way that, quote, journalists like to write about conservatives. It's not fair. It is a complete lie to the American public, but this is how they get money. They paint people as characters. And I'm sorry, but you could say when she says he has an alcoholic personality, is if you read what she actually said, was that he doesn't take no for an answer. He thinks he can do everything. You want a leader who doesn't receive things as restrictions. You want somebody who doesn't take no for an answer. That's the person that you want leading your country. And as a result, he's effective. And he's actually gotten things done that people, if they were betting people, would never have thought that we would be able to get the bills that we've passed this session over the line. And he's done it.
Congresswoman Van Duyne, a pleasure having you on. Thanks for joining us. It's great to see you.